Very good evening, friends and traders. Welcome back to my channel, Smart Index Edge. In today's video, I'm going to reveal one of the most powerful combination that can completely transfer the way you look at charts. Yes, friends, that is Dynamic CPR plus Rolling Pivot plus Gann HiLo combo. This trio brings structure, trend, volatility, clarity all in one view. If you have ever struggled with late entries, confusing signals, or missed breakouts, this concept will change your confidence in trading forever. So stay tuned till the end because I will show you how this combination gives crystal clear buy and sell clarity and how it enhances my own customer indicators performance. Let us get started. So this is let us start. This is the combination of rolling pivot, Gann HiLo and dynamic CPR. I have developed one more indicator in combination with the rolling pivot and Gann HiLo. Dynamic CPR with rolling, not rolling pivot. Dynamic CPR with Gann HiLo and volatility, VCP contraction. All you might have heard about the volume contraction, VCP contraction by Mark Minervini. So you are familiar with it, with this term. So what if you know the volume contraction on an intraday level and you can expect a expansion after the contraction? That's what. So I've coded for dynamic CPR, Gann HiLo for the shorter time frame. So I made it little bit shorter. When in the combination of rolling pivot and Gann HiLo, that is a little bit longer time period I've used. In this shorter period, the combination will work for the scalping and also you will not have any confusion in this. Rolling pivot and Gann HiLo gives directional bias and structure. Adding dynamic CPR, not dead CPR, not calculating the CPR from the previous day and all those things. It is dynamic CPR, integrates volatility and balance zones, creating a three-dimensional market view. This combination sharpens trend recognition, avoids noise, and identifies breakout opportunities. That is the most important thing. So this is the power of the rolling pivot, Gann HiLo, dynamic CPR. You can get the balance and breakout power. So when combined together, your system and trading system will get powerful. Rolling pivot gives you dynamic support and resistance. Gann HiLo gives you trend confirmation. When I have combined dynamic CPR with Gann HiLo, the Gann HiLo with the rolling pivot is longer time period, whereas dynamic CPR Gann HiLo is little bit very short period I have used, and also volatility compression, VCP compression also that has been coded for that. Together, a complete structure for understanding trading momentum transitions will be identified in this. So this is rolling pivot for support and resistance, Gann HiLo for trend, dynamic CPR is, and plus volatility, VCP is for volatility. How dynamic CPR improves your system, adds adaptability to market volatility, highlights narrow CPR zones, signaling strong upcoming moves, avoids false trades during wide CPR, sideways market, improves accuracy and timing for breakout entries. Okay, so it is adaptability precision, and breakout alert. So with this, you will have buy-sell clarity matrix. CPR narrow plus price above CPR, bullish rolling pivot and Gann by breakout. CPR narrow, price below CPR, bearish rolling pivot and Gann sell breakdown. Wide CPR, flat pivot, range avoid trades, conflicting signals, wait for the alignment. This is the representation. Bullish breakout above the CPR, bearish breakdown below the CPR. So CPR acts as a trend ignition zone. You know, you have to get a trend ignition zone. Rolling pivot adjusts to trend flow and Gann HiLo locks bias consistency. Result is fewer false signals, cleaner entries, stronger conviction. That is the edge. So you will be in the future market like this with clarity, conviction. You will be trading with clarity and conviction. I've combined one more indicator with the previous Gann HiLo rolling pivot. The power of three combined rolling pivot structure, Gann HiLo trend, dynamic CPR volatility. Combined, it becomes smart, adaptive, confident trading decisions. So, this is the example. Smart adaptive trading decisions, you need rolling pivot, Gann HiLo and dynamic CPR combination. Then your trading will be very, 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 very powerful. So, friends, this is by Smart Index by Nalinakshi Swamy. I'll take you to the chart and show you the combination of these two indicators. Many people have purchased this indicator, Gann HiLo and rolling pivot combo indicator with buy-sell signals. And the another indicator, I'll show it to you how it is performing with the combination. Let me take you to this indicator. Here, I've applied it on the crude oil. Here it is the CPR. CPR, morning it has formed and volatility contraction. These green color dots are volatility contraction. I've combined, this is the dynamic CPR and volatility contraction, and this is the Gann HiLo. Gann HiLo, instead of making line chart, I've made step line chart. So you can see Gann HiLo has not turned green. Here it turned, once it starts moving below the CPR, it has become magenta colored. And you see, this is the only indicator. When I combine with the rolling pivot, you can see the difference. Already, one more CPR has started building over here in the market, because market has come down, crude oil has come down. Now this is another indicator you can get access for, and this color is for 1 minute. This is midweek of the month. Let me take out this, because that is another indicator which I have coded for that. Now I will apply the regular rolling pivot and Gann HiLo narrow 4 and narrow 7. This indicator, if you combine with this, together with this, you can see over here the CPR volatility contraction. In this rolling pivot, previous rolling pivot combo, this is for this CPR. This is dotted line I've made as a CPR. No, Gann HiLo, sorry. Gann HiLo, and these are the pivots. These are the rolling pivots. Let me zoom it and see for yourself here. In this region, These are the rolling dynamic pivots. And the price started showing compression over here from the previous day itself. From the previous day itself, I am on the 15 minutes chart. Volatility compression. Already there was Gann HiLo was negative. Price was below this, and when today, see, I've combined this CPR with the shorter period Gann HiLo. This Gann HiLo, another magenta colored step line, is the shorter period Gann HiLo combined with the CPR with the VCP. These are the volatility contraction recognition bars with it which has been coded over here. In the rolling pivot also, I have coded for NR4 and NR7 simultaneously. It is coding that. See, you can see I found out that sometimes what happens, when there is a pullback or a reversal, this is the Gann HiLo is for the longer time. When I add the shorter period, we will get confirmation that we should not go do mistake. People, even in spite of this, people do mistake by seeing the green candles. Even though there are sell signals, they do mistake. To avoid all those things, I've added shorter period Gann HiLo with the CPR. Now you can see the price started breaking below 10:30 a.m. It started breaking below. If you could have taken the put option in the crude oil, see how beautifully it trend. Only here around what time frame, 2:30 or 3, there was some sort of neutral stance. Even though there was a neutral stance, it was going horizontal. This higher time frame Gann HiLo was preventing. Now the market has come down. Now it is trading around 5,131. Something is changing, something is cooking, because it is coming down, it is coming down. See, you are repeatedly seeing the pivots becoming neutral. Here it was a neutral, it traveled, it could not cross the longer term. Now also immediately there will not be reversal. A neutral stance is, so it is coming down and pulling back. First time what the market will do is, price will do is, it will hit the longer period Gann HiLo and then it will come down. If it starts making a higher low, then you can start thinking of it. Already, another dynamic CPR is in the market. Suppose if the market starts reversing, this will act as a resistance for the pullback. So you will have dynamic CPRs plotting over here. It is sell and rise, it is indicating, not buy on dips. Okay, let me go and check to the hourly whether there was an buy on dips CPR on the crude oil. Yes, you can see over here it was a narrow CPR. You can see narrow CPR over here and the price started moving higher. In this area, narrow CPR has formed. Any dip would have been a buying opportunity, stop loss for your this one. Like that, dynamic CPR on an hourly basis, you can see CPR is increasing and the CPR, it has become narrow. Narrow over here. On 29th, it started moving down. You can see the narrow CPR over here. Narrow CPR, you can see this as a guideline and the market has started coming down. Again, narrow CPR, and there is now market has gone down. From here, from the narrow CPR, there was a short reversal. Again, the market has come down. You can see how beautifully this combination works. This is another indicator, friends. This is an indicator name is, let me go to this and show it to you. This is the indicator which I have in Gann HiLo plus CPR plus VCP detection. In this combination, dynamic CPR is there, volatility contraction identification is there, and Gann HiLo has made for 3 period. Whereas in the rolling pivot, the Gann HiLo is for 1321. Higher time frame. So longer period, everything has been taken care of. So you will not be doing any mistake, and even if you can scalp for shorter period also, some reversal. Let me take you to the Nifty, today's price action, how you could have made out on the Nifty. Okay. See, let me go to the 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame. Already it has plotted CPR over here. CPR as 25,215 as the resistance, 209 as the resistance. Any pullback will be, if the price gets rejected, then it may turn down. So it has plotted the CPR over here while trading. Here today morning, what happened in the morning? Let me zoom it out. Let me hide this. Here you can see the price moved. Opening bell, it was a gap up. How much did it gap up? Many people might have got trapped today. They might not have analyzed where is the resistance or anything. They might have simply taken the trade here. So when it gapped down, you can see here on the third, fourth candle itself, the Gann HiLo, the shorter period Gann HiLo turned magenta, and it was a deep down. And here proper Gann HiLo, the longer period Gann HiLo turned into magenta. They both have turned into magenta. From here, it was the proper. And the CPR, you can see the CPR. This is the pivot, and this is TC, and this is the BC. TC and BC and the central pivot. So when the price started falling below this is a confirmed move. Any pullback was not a buying opportunity. It was not a buying opportunity. You can see the volatility bands. Rolling pivot has widened so much, and the price was below the pivot, 25,226. 226, the price continued to the downside. You can see here around 1240, there was a reversal in the market. You can see the reversal, shorter period, where there comes the beauty of the shorter period, Gann HiLo. What you can do is, you can once see, around 115, there was a reversal, contraction. This is normal. This is the bus strategy. Big bar alert, and there is a contraction. After the contraction, naturally there will be volatility. But if you see carefully, the pivots were rising. That is an indication that market is going to go up, so you can hold the position. And this shorter period Gann HiLo was rising and supported by the longer period Gann HiLo. This blue color. The magenta color turned into blue, and this was an dip. When there is a pullback, this shorter period Gann HiLo will take care of. Even though there will be buy signals, you tend to commit mistake thinking that it is a sell because by seeing the red candle. And here you can see from the previous rolling pivot dynamic rolling pivot Gann HiLo combo, buy alerts are constantly plotted because the price is above the pivot and price is above the Gann HiLo. And this shorter period Gann HiLo will give you can act as a stop loss, and it will buffer. It will give you buffer. You need not worry. You can hold it and you can move your stop loss if you have entered a little bit earlier, thinking that after the big bar, if you would have entered, and you will not panic in the correction. For example, if it starts correcting from 25,129 to 104, that means 25 points. 25 points means around 12 points will be erased in the call option. So then you will be panicking. So now you can see for tomorrow, pivot has been already plotted. It will act as the resistance because the market has come down. Suppose if there is any gap up, then it will act as the resistance. Suppose if it starts moving down straight away, then we can go back to the higher time frame. We can take the reference of the CPRs, hourly CPRs. You can go back and change it to hourly, and you can take the reference of these CPRs. So here, this is the central pivot. The market has got strong support around 25,017. Why? After the pullback, it had hit this level, and from that level, it has strongly rallied. So this will act as a strong support. 25,017 to 25,005 will act as a strong support. Now, any dip, any gap up, the market may do like that. Like what it did today morning, it can do like this. It can gap up to sell and rise. Let me pick up. There is a CPR, and then it can come down. Hold on. Come down. Sorry. And then reversal may come. So market may do 3 lower highs like this. Because once the market starts coming, there will be 3 sets of lower highs, lower downs will be there. So market will, tomorrow also you can anticipate this type of movement in the market. So friends, if you have this Gann HiLo rolling pivot, if you have already purchased this combination will enhance your trading system. So you can add this and you can message me on my WhatsApp number to access this 98452096000. This is my WhatsApp number. Suppose if you are a person who has not accessed my previous rolling pivot, dynamic rolling pivot, and Gann HiLo combination, you can ask for that. You can take the first one and see how it works for you, and then you can add that also. So the existing buyers, whoever they have bought this Gann HiLo combination can add this, which will enhance their trading system. Thank you very much, friends. Nalinakshi Swamy signing off.